Good night, everyone. Tonight, I'll be looking at the topic deceptive practices in courtship. I'll be reading from some notes that I wrote down because I want to capture everything in the video. What I'm going to talk about, I'm looking at it from a Christian point of view, but for those of you that are not Christians, you can learn from this also. Deceptive practices in courtship. A young man who wins the friendship of a young lady unknown to her parents does not act a noble Christian part towards her or her parents. This means he is not interested to make the intentions he has for the young lady be known to her parents. But through secret communications and meetings, he gained an influence over her mind by manipulating her. But because she is young and naive to what true love or relationship is about, having grown up in a Christian home and have no experience in the good and bad qualities in a man, she can easily be manipulated to do things that are not in accordance to the Bible and how she was raised. She thinks she is in love with someone who loves her. So the young man is using a lot of mind manipulating games on her and forces her, because she is in love with him and will do anything to please him. He acts on her weakness. In so doing, he fails to manifest that nobility and integrity of soul which every child of God should possess. In order to accomplish his ends, he acts a part that is not frank and open and according to God's standard. He proves himself untrue to the young lady. He who leads a daughter away from obeying her parents is dishonoring the commandments that say, you must honor your father and your mother so that your days can be long upon the earth. Such courtship, if it ends in marriage, is one that will be a very miserable and unhappy one. So I'm exploring young ladies out there, when as Christian women courting are looking for someone to get married to, use a time of courtship to get to know that young man. Get to know whether he's in love with you or it is infatuation. Get the time to introduce him to your parents and to your siblings. Use the time of courtship to talk about future endeavors like marriage, how they view marriage, how they view families, Get there, use the time of courtship to talk about goals that you want to achieve, financial goals, to talk about raising children. Get the time of courtship to know how you're gonna you want your relationship and your family life to be, if it's gonna be one is that God is the center of the relationship. That is what courtship is all about. Not hastily getting, eh, eh, not not hastily getting someone to force you to disobey the plan of God and force you into having a relationship and having sex before you even get to know the person or know what their true intentions for you, or you introduce them to your family and get to know what if they are a good husband material. Relationship, when you're courting somebody and that person is rushing you to do things that you're not, you don't feel comfortable in doing, you don't know the person that much as what who you want to know the person. If the person is forcing you to do something that is not in according to your belief and what the Bible says, don't let love overshadow you. Pray about it. Seek the advice of your parents, your pastors, your guardians. Talk to people that have lasting relationship and find out how to go about it. But don't just go about and do things on your own, because some people, some men think infatuation is love. So, young ladies, be wise. In the next episode, I'll be looking at deception in courtship as pertaining to the woman. Have a good night, and I hope you all learned something from this episode. Bye.